Hello, sketchbook heroes. We're gonna draw some bunnies. Let's take a look at some bunnies. So to the drawing board. Let's take on these challenges. I think I'm just gonna simplify and we're just gonna do sketches, just draw it for fun here. It's no big deal. Don't get bent out of shape. We're just gonna show you how I would break these down. It's good to practice copying. They say some people don't like the copying thing. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's a bunny. So that bunny will draw that bunny, and then we'll draw this bunny. Oh, this one's really simple. It's just a circle. I can break this one down and you can see the eggs. I'm going to sketch these pretty quickly. This one, yeah, definitely will be a little more into it, but we'll just go ahead and draw it. So this one will be really quick. So I'll just break it down really quick, simply, and then I'll break down the other one and then we'll draw both of them. See what else is here. Oh, that bunny, that one's a little tougher. We're gonna skip that one. I think we have so many bunnies, so many drawings, and there's a lot of detail here. The cherry blossoms. I don't know if we're not gonna get to those. We have a lot of faces to draw, and there's our warm up we just did. All right, here we go. Let's just do this then. Let's break this one down. Oh, where are my tools? Here we are. Yeah, I hear somebody. Questions, comments. Throw it in the chat. All right, here we go. Where's my tools? Oh, here's my tools. Find a circle. Let's see how perfect of a circle that is, the head, and see where it's at. Oh, right there. There we go. There's that circle. Now what we can do now that we know that circle right there, we can use that for proportions, because what is proportions is comparing using one thing and seeing how big it is compared to something else that's a little bit bigger right in there. So here you go. There's that circle. I can use that as a unit now. I can bring it over and see how half a circle, that's how far the hands go out. See that half circle right here? And that would assume that's the same thing on this side, right there, half a circle. Then I can use that head shape for the ear size, and I know it's a little bit over one's head size. Copy and paste that, because that's proportions. That's one of the hardest things to do in drawing, getting the proportions right. And this is almost 2 circles of up right there to get that one. Let me see. Let me put it straight above, because that'll make it easier. Let's paste it again. And then below, I'm putting a little bit of space. So we can actually tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up. Ooh, and look at the way it fits right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that circle and the way that ears fit. All right, a little bit above the middle, right in there. If I bring that down, well, that's all right. Okay, that'll be our starting point for this one. Let me put that in the chat, where's our chat? Here it is. Chitty chat. All right, here we go. Screenshot this one. We'll do that one really quick. And then the next one, let me clear our drawings. All right. Clear all drawings. Oh, I can clear viewer drawings. That's interesting. Let's go over here. Mousey mouse. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll close it. Ooh, I think I closed the wrong thing. Where did our other this one? This one. This is gonna be fun. All right, here we go. All right, so the same thing, doing the same thing. Now this is gonna be a little more complex. I already put it in the chat here. If you want to start off with the other rabbit, you can start off with the other rabbit, or just practice drawing rabbits. You don't have to go at my pace. If I'm going too slow, don't get too bored. Getting bored is good, but or to the point of stopping, or you got to take ownership of your learning. If it's too hard, try to do what you can. I try to slow down if I'm going too fast. Here we go. There's that circle for the head. And then there's cheeks. I can point out the cheeks. Little circle shapes for the cheeks. No, I don't want to put too many lines though. I think just I can see the cheek is about, yeah, right in there. Yeah, there we go. That cheek right in there. It's about that big. I mean, I don't, man. These are just like what you need to see as you're drawing right there. You can see that. Look at that. And then, let's use this as a unit. Copy and paste that so it's exactly the same circle. Bring that down for the body. Look at that. The body is 1 circle head big. Paste it again. See, this helps with proportions. Proportions. Look at that. The ears, 1 circle head above. And then you've got all these other ones, all the eggs. And here we go with angles, right? If all these eggs are different angles. Let's get some of those angles in here. You can see this angle. At that angle, I can pretend it's going a lot further. This one a little bit. And it's almost like seeing beyond the picture really kind of helps. You see, because then I can see all the space in here and see how it all kind of fits. And I don't know if I wanted to get these eggs really accurate, but I think I might just sketch them in. All right, I think we're ready. Let's screenshot this and do the 2 drawings. We've got 2 rabbits to do just in time for Easter. Get this one out. I guess I'll put this one out today, tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, where did it go? There it is. All right, here we go. Let's go there, rabbits. Hippity hoppity. Boom, stop sharing. Here comes Peter Cottontail. All right. So we're going to start both of them kind of similar. We're going to do our 3 circles. Let's see. 1. So practice drawing circles. 1, 2, and 3. Really lightly. I'm going a little darker than I would like to, but I can bring my camera back a little bit. Gotta get new cameras. There we go. The 3 circles. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a sketch. This is just to help us with proportions, placement. See, if you don't like it, you can move it, change it, but we don't have any real loss. So above the middle a little bit. See, now I know it's going to be too high. It's going to have all this empty space down here. I can actually write something down here if I want to. Happy Easter. Make my own Easter card. Here we go. So the middle, here's the middle. It's going to be above the middle just slightly. Not even that much, yeah, just a little bit. If you get the middle, that'd be fine for this rabbit. Silly rabbit. Kicks are for trids. Tricks are for kids. Here we go. Let me see, where's that picture at? Trying to find the original. See, I don't want to miss some of the information. Yeah, because it is attached. The ears are attached. So I'm getting this half circle, a little bit less than half a circle. Then I'm bringing it out here. And I remember half a lump. Did I go out that way? Yeah, if I measure half a circle, bring it out. That's how far out the hands are. And the hands are right there. There's going to be one hand there. And I'll do that same thing again. Get half a circle, bring it out here. And I can see it right there. And half, that's my other circle. That's where the hands are. See, and I just did a circle. Oh, excuse me. The hands, which are overlapping this little wall here, because the bunny's like just looking over the wall, just peering over the wall. And then we've got the little hands that are a circle, but it's made up of 3 smaller circles in that. So you have the papa shape, the big circle, and then the mama shape, the little circles, which those could be considered baby shapes as well. Oops, not the greatest, but there we go. That's good. Good enough. I'm a little off today. That's okay. What's good about it is that I'm not caught up. Sometimes I get caught up in trying to make it perfect, but it's good. That's good enough. Here we go. The ears are attached, even though it's a circle here. It's a circle there. They are attached, and I can see that they are in this top circle here. This top circle, so they kind of go out at an angle, kind of like here, and then at that angle all the way up to. Before I get to the detail of the eyes. This one goes up right about here in that circle, and I can see it kind of come down here in this space, and it curves right in here. See, it curves right inside from this circle, and it curves and it fits there. I see this shape. I don't know, kind of hopefully making sense here, but I'm not breaking it down the greatest of all time. But I can see the circle here and how it opens up like a V. Here we go with this ear. Kind of comes out here, and then not all the way to the top, just past the middle a little bit, past the middle of this top circle, just a bit, and then comes down here. And that gets our proportions right, because we're using one circle, and we're using, there's a relationship. We're looking at that relationship. There we go. Let me go around here. All righty. And then these ears are attached. Well, I should show my granddaughter's first drawings. They're here somewhere. Oh, here they are. Her first drawings. She's 3 years old. She's so awesome. She drew that, and then she drew this one. I'm so proud of her. She's drawing faces. We were making faces. So cool. Yeah, so cute. 3 years old. Yeah, so where's I did one. Where's mine? Oh, here's mine. I did this one, and then she started doing these other ones. Like just showing her shapes. Look, a circle, a face. And then she started doing the other ones. So cute. That's the thing, man. Picasso says everybody's born an artist. The challenge is remaining one. Because, people say stuff. You just stop drawing art. You get the cats in the pants. All right. Yeah, there we go. Let me see. Oh, my daughter. Sending me messages. All right. Let me see. I'll send her a picture of my mom. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so we've got our ears. We're attaching them. Yep. Got to pay attention. Those ears. Got to listen. Yeah, that's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can do more listening than talking. That's where the learning is. If you do talking, you really don't learn. You got to do the listening, paying attention. Open those ears. That's why rabbits are on the lookout for danger. Danger, Mr. Robinson. There we go. Get those ears attached. They are attached. So we would erase that center part. There we go. You see, we see the structure of the circle here. We see the structure, even though we just see part of it. But if you don't see the circle, your structure is going to be, it's going to be everywhere. You're not going to get the structure. Let's get this other little flappy ear that's just coming down a little bit. Comes up and around. See, I sketched it lightly and then I go darker over it. And if I really wanted to get markers and color it, and this is the process. This is the process. Start light till it's right. Then you go darker. And that's the plan of attack. That's the process, the plan of attack. As a sketchbook warrior, not worrier. Don't worry how it comes out. Just do the best you can. Yeah, be a warrior, not a worrier. So many people worry and they stop and okay, just do it. A little worry is okay, but that's what makes you brave. Bravery and courageous. You can't be courageous if you're not scared a little bit. You're just following what needs to get done. Here we go. You gotta step outside your comfort zone. So we're not going all the way to the top. I can see almost a circle shape space, same height, same width. That kind of that space right there, that is how high I'm gonna take this bottom circle, little oval shape down. There we go. That center, that ear. See, I saw that space in here, almost same height, same width. There, if I need to clean it up, there it is. And then simple eyes. That's all it is. Two little eyes. Watch the spacing. I can find the center here. That helps. See, I found the center. And then I'm gonna go depending how far off center, how far off Broadway. Maybe a little bit. See, here's the middle. Probably just a little bit off the middle that side, so I can go there too. Broke that into thirds, and seeing. Okay, let's say that the eye is going to be right in there. See the placement. I'm looking at placement, and this is just half a circle. Half a circle for this eye, half a circle for this eye, and then we got a highlight in there. A highlight is just another little circle inside those eyes. Shall we zoom in so you can see what we're doing? I'm ready for my close-up. We've got two little half circles, then we've got two little circles on the upper right for the highlight of the eye, because the eye is glossy, and then we shade the whole eye in. And you can clean it up, draw it. Are there eggs? Yeah, there's eggs. There's other detail stuff. Maybe I'll sketch some in really quickly. There's our egg. There's our rabbit. And this is interesting. Okay, so if you're going to shade the ears, let's shade the ears. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to shade the ears. I would shade, this is good practice if you've never shaded before. Like, how do you shade? How do you shade? Just go back and forth. I'm just going back and forth with shading here. It's almost like a hatching, but really tight. And I'm holding my pencil down at an angle to get smoother shading. So you do your first pass, and you can do another pass and to get it darker. If you need to go over again, darker. But here there's a gradient, which is pretty cool. It's darker right at the edges. Right at the edges, it's darker, and as it goes to the center, it lightens up. So it kind of makes it look like it's glowing. So right at the edge, really dark, almost losing that edge. And as you go in, you just lighten it up, Maybe here a little bit darker, so it's kind of like a shadow. Shadow, only the shadow knows. No, here we go. Let's do this side, same thing. Shade it all first. Let's start off. See, notice how you don't see that. Actually, we're losing an edge there. We're losing a line, and you're creating an edge. You're creating something closer to a rendering where you lose all edges, all not edges. You lose lines. You lose contour. Here you can see the lines, right? You can see the lines here. Here you can't really see a line. Here you can see the line. Here, watch this. This is the before, and here's the after, where I'm going to lose this line. This line is going to become an edge. It's going to become part of the inside ear. So I'm pushing a little bit harder. And as I go closer to the center, I lighten it up. See, now that is now an edge. It's not a line anymore. Here, it's starting to become an edge. Watch right before your eyes. Where it's really dark right at that edge, and as it comes in, you lose. I lighten up. I lighten up. So here it's dark, which I made a little mistake here, which is fine. But I'm going to bring that out. See, actually, I'm almost erasing my mistake here. See that little thing here? No mistakes, only happy accidents. Here we go. See, I like right at the edge, and then I just shade it in. Shade it in. So this is a good little intro to shading, good little practice. Start small, get comfortable, and then build your confidence. You build your confidence, become a warrior. That's how this is a warrior training right here. You just start small, build your confidence, build your courage, get brave. Know where you're making mistakes. Mistakes are okay. Mistakes are the stepping stones to success. Be comfortable with making mistakes because you'll make them. Learn to solve problems. That's a huge skill. Like, oh my gosh, you made a problem. Oh, how do you fix it? How can you, right? That is so huge. It's so huge. Actually, I think drawing is that alone is a reason to learn how to draw. Because you can learn to solve problems, have fun with it. There we go. There's a little rabbit. There we go. Oh, the eggs. There's an egg right here. See, I'm trying to just sketching them in. There's another egg right here. Probably about the same height. Right about there. And then there's another egg, 3 eggs. Oh, they're just slight angles. They're not, yeah, anywhere in particular. Up here. I'm looking at where it starts, where it stops. Try to get it to fit. There we go. And then you've got designs. Speaking of designs and patterns, all these eggs have designs and patterns. Pattern is one of the principles of art. Principles, looking for patterns, things that repeat, repetition, rhythm repeats. Rhythm is a little bit different than pattern. Also causes movement. Here we go. Little bows here. There we go. There's a pattern for that egg, and then there's other patterns, little circles on this one. Yeah, patterns. Break the pattern. Good patterns, bad patterns. Habits. A habit is a pattern. You got to get into the drawing habit. Every day's the warrior's way. Got to draw. The more you practice, the more you'll progress. The more you practice, the more you'll. Yep. And knowing what to practice. That's a little warm-ups. Like, oh gosh, we're gonna stop doing so many classes and really just focus on getting the warm-ups out there. I'm gonna just spend a whole day recording warm-ups. Okay, we're gonna warm up number 1, action. Just drawing. That's warm-up number 1. Scribble action, we're gonna call it. I know it's already coming. And it's just scribbling, just taking action. That's warm-up number 1. And then warm-up number 2 and 3 and 4. Actually, I already have a list of like 30 or 40 warm-ups that I'm gonna record with audio and then put them out there as shorts or whatever. And I have to do thumbnails for them because yeah, that's gonna be a good thing. All right, ain't nothing like the real thing. Baby. Here we go. It's being silly. All right, it is a silly night. I don't know. Gosh, when you go through a lot of stuff, when you go through hell, sometimes you just gotta keep going. There we go. And this one has a little bit of shade on it. So I've got the little lines, and then I'm gonna put in a little bit of shade, but I'm leaving a little bit of light on the right. Ooh, there we go. See how I shaded that? That's how it kind of is in the drawing. Oh, look at that. Those eggs look cute. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, the next challenge, the next rabbit challenge. Multiply like rabbits. There we go. What's the next one? Where is it at? It's in the chat. Let's see if anybody's no. Very expressive. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this one's a challenge. Oh, we're gonna start off again with 3 circles for our rabbit. So we're starting off the same with 3 circles. So let's start off with 3 circles, but this time the bottom circle is going to be the body, and we're definitely going to need a little bit of space below it. So we're going to start off with 3 circles. The 3 circles should be the same size. I've seen people, that's why we're doing 3 circles, because we're using it as a unit. This is our unit, and we're going to, they should be the same size. All right, so we're gonna try to make them the same size. We have 1 circle here, and I can use this as a guideline. I can watch if you're having trouble. Use guidelines right here. Here's a middle. This is our center axis. There's one, and I can use this as my pencil as a measurement. Here's 1 circle. That's and see that the width and the height is 1 to 1. Then I can get that and bring it up. There's another circle right there. Then bring that up again, and that's another circle at the top. So there's my 3 circles. Do I have to bring it down? Maybe. Maybe. Well, the ear's going to come up way up here. I can make it a little bit smaller while we're at it. I can bring it down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I can bring it down a little bit. So I can, yeah, because I want my ear can come up to here. That's fine. See, I'm one of the 7 habits of highly effective individuals, highly effective people, is to begin with the end in mind. So we're beginning with the end in mind. Before we even start, we're kind of imagining what this thing is going to look like, how it's going to fit. And being able to see the big picture is the key. So we're looking at the big shapes. We're looking at the big units. I did bring it down. I can get another sheet of paper here if I need to make my measurements. There, that one. That'll be it. That'll be it. I can actually bring the whole thing down. And then that'll be it. Actually, no, that's not too bad. And then I can use that for the width of my circle because the same height, same width. There's my ratio. See, I use that paper as a measurement. So I've got these 4 dots, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and I use that. So I'm going to go up here now, do my 2 lines, straight up, straight up. Now tell me. Up, up, up. The center's right about there, and then the circle, see, is right about there. Actually, I don't even have to draw these circles because that kind of already gives me how it's going to fit in those 3 circles. So there's my 3 circles in that space because I have the width and I have the heights. They're kind of in there. All right, well, let's do this. I'm going to start off with the center circle. This is where the head is going to be. I usually like starting off with that. And then I can see the eggs. I know we're going to run out of room for the eggs, and then the feet right here. There's going to be feet. And I'm imagining how it all fits. And even here, the 2 circles for the cheeks, they're about in here. In here. So beginning with the end of mine, I can already imagining what this is going to look like. And as I can actually slightly sketch everything where it's going to kind of go. I have an ear that's going to go right in there, another ear that kind of curves, it fits right about there. Right, the eyes, a little. If I see the middle, I'm looking at the middle. The middle is like right there. The eyes drop a little bit below the middle, right in here. But I'll do that again. There's the center, and they do drop below that center. I'm just blocking everything in right now. Just kind of see how it all fits, and imagining this really lightly how it even the hands coming in, how it's all going to be. So I'm going to zoom in on the face, and let's get started. Let's get started on the face. Here, let's do this face. So I did break down this circle in half. I'm gonna get the eyes in there. The eyes, the windows to the soul. Trying to get that here. So if we break that into thirds, into fourths, I mean, we see I'm looking here, 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 breaking that into fourths, using the fourths. The eyes are actually really close to being on this outside, right here, that outside fourth. Yeah, because there's a big space in the middle, and it does drop a little bit below the center line, this middle line. All right, so I can see where that eye is going to be. So here, let's see. Yeah, so I kind of sketched it in lightly, just the placement, the position, the size. And then there is a nose in here also. The nose is kind of made with these 2 circles, where these 2 circles kind of open up for these cheeks that are going to go in there. And those cheeks, I just kind of sketched it in, but yeah, it does fit in there. I'm looking at the picture I put out in the chat. All right, let's see. Have your blocking put in. Let's see. In a message here. Oh, my daughter again. Okay. She wrote okay. Okay. All right. All right, let's get this face in. The eyes are tough. All right, so we kind of got them where they're going to be. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And they are kind of like a triangular shape. Let me see. They're kind of like this shape. Now, you see that shape? I'm going to round it out a little bit more. Round it out. Round it out. And it's more like a guitar pick. Kind of like that. And then there's a circle. This should be a little bit of a circle with overlapping. See that? So it's the circle would come in here. See, it gets cut off like an eye does, and then we have another circle inside that. Actually, I would probably put the highlight first. Get that highlight in there, and then the pupil. The pupil is the dark part of the eye, and then the iris. Right there. There's the pupil. It should be centered in that circle. And then you have the iris, which is just shaded because it's not black. It's just it's an off color. And there's the eye. There's the eye of the tiger. And there's some shading. Well, a little bit of shading on that. See how I start off with a triangle, broke it down. All right, so let's put these eyes in there. This other eye will be the opposite. So again, it's like a triangle here. Let's get it in there. Let's get those eyes in here. And I see I can match up the height of the eyes so that they are the same height. There we go. Let's get this eye in here. See, it's just rounded. There we go. There's the eye in there, and then the iris, pretty big in there. And there should be a little bit of overlapping. It kind of like you're cutting off a little piece of it. I'm gonna do the highlight first because you don't want to lose the highlight. And it gives it a little bit of life. And then underneath that is the pupil underneath it. And depending how big or small you drew, depending on how hard it is to do this. There's that pupil, and then I'm going to shade, especially around the highlight, dark. Then as I go around, I can lighten it up a little bit. I want like the most contrast right in there. There's my eye. Eye. And I can see how it fits in there. Like here, actually, yeah, I have a more white in there of the eye, but this is probably closer to the real thing, baby. All right, ain't nothing like the real thing. Here we go. A little silly tonight again. So here we go. The triangle is this way now. If you see the triangle, that kind of like triangle, but it is rounded. It is rounded. Round it out a little bit. Round it out. Round out those corners. Round out those corners. And then we've got this eye is a little bit bigger. And I don't know. It is meant in and would go out right in there. And then here we go. Where's the highlight? Well, the highlight is on the left, but it's barely seen because this face is in shadow on the right side. So a little bit of a highlight right there. I got my highlight, get my pupil. Yeah, eyes, you got to draw hundreds of eyes. I'm just doing it really quick. This drawing's starting to get a little more challenging. It's not as easy as the other rabbit where you just had one highlight in the circle. Here we're starting to put iris and a pupil and overlapping and see, it's a little more complex. It's a little more complex. All right, here we go. Let's get the nose in there. I already did my circles. I can see how it fits, those little circles in there. So I got that nose now. That nose is just kind of rounded, kind of like a drop. Flatten the top a little bit. And then it comes down, and then the a little smile here. And I can see how the spacing here, that the smile's pretty high. The smile's pretty high. The cheeks are low. See, it's about halfway. I would say it's actually probably a little bit less, but halfway is good as a marker. Let me see. I'm looking at fractions. Fractions. I hate fractions. Math. Yeah, this is where math meets reality. All right, there is a little bit of shade, like right in here. Like if I were to do a little eyeshadow, there's a little bit of shade here, and it's fur. That's just going out that way. That way I'm kind of doing it. for the heck of it. Yeah, that adds a little more depth or a little more texture. And then there's yeah, the cheeks kind of, there's a little bit of shading kind of goes around there. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna get the outside of the shape. Again, try to keep these ears are also attached to our circle. Kind of going around and around. Oh, let's zoom out. Zoom out. Ready for our close out. Here we go. Our headshot. Our RFK. That's terrible. That's what somebody called it. We're playing pickleball. And they get RFK'd. Yeah. It's fun. Fun. If you haven't played pickleball, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. Don't knock it till you try it. All right, let's get an eraser out here. It's time for an eraser. Got a brand new one here. Gotta open it up. It's a kneaded eraser. I'm taking it out of the plastic here. Sometimes that's the hardest part. All right, here we go. I just need a little bit. I'm gonna clean this little side up. There we go. Clean it up. There we go. And there's fur. I mean, it's fur. I'm not going realistic. I can go more realistic and really try to see all the shading and shadows and that's there. Because it does go dark down here, and then there's, I don't know, there's a little bit of a chin, but it's not. All right, let's get those arms in there. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Get those arms in there. We'll do the body and then the ears. Well, that'll be our plan of attack. So I can see these big shapes. I can see the arms kind of like shapes in here, these big shapes. Then the hands that are kind of like in there. So I'm trying to get the big shape first, see how it fits, how it connects. Yeah, there we go. And then the feet are below here too. Feet are almost like little circles there. Slight angle if I had an axis line to it. There's one there, one here. I'm pretty sure this is AI. AI, done with AI. Copying AI. Yeah, I can almost bet on it. And I can probably find some evidence. Yeah, but those toes are, yeah, not as clean as they could be. I'm gonna go here and then just go around those hands too. But it's getting harder and harder to tell. And there's video now. AI is doing video. It's a really very realistic video, which means pictures that are moving. All right, there's like fingers here. Go in and out. There we go. Like right in there. There's one hand, and I did put like an upper arm and then the hand. There's a little bit of anatomy knowledge here going in here, so it's not just, and it's kind of hard seeing those parts if you're not used to it. So there's a hand as well here. See, there's this hand, and then there's this like arm part. There's two parts to it. There's two parts to every story. Actually, there's three sides. I'm just kidding. His, hers, and the truth. Here we go. Get these little paws. And yeah, because I don't think an artist would do this. It's just like little hairs. These fingers for this rabbit are kind of funky. Up here too, I wouldn't do this. These toes are just kind of like wobbly. And there's an egg in front of it. So I'm just gonna do, I won't worry about the eggs on this one. And there's that, and then there's the bottom of the foot. No, bring it up. It's almost like a circle shape. Notice how big it is in there, how it fits the relationship. And you can do the same thing where we got that edge, like the ears, shade it all first. I would probably do that. Shade it all first and then get rid of the edge. Get rid of that edge. Something a little bit to take off that edge. Make it soft. Actually, we're getting rid of the line, really, because on this left side, there's no line. It's just an edge. So this shade goes up to that edge. And here on this side, losing that line contour. And just bring it in, creating rendering. The more you get rid of lines, the more you can create rendering. So the first kind of drawing, I think, would be sketches, thumbnail sketches, actually, where you don't even know what it is. I can make a quick thumbnail sketch of this rabbit. Here's the head, here's the body, here's the ears. I can do it pretty quick. This is a quick little sketch of this rabbit, done pretty quickly. The feet. That's a thumbnail sketch. You would say that's a thumbnail sketch, just the idea. Then you have sketching. Then you have drawing. Then you have a rendering. And I believe in that order. I believe in that order of complexity and time consuming. Because yeah, the sketches can be done really quickly, especially thumbnail ones where you don't even actually, I didn't even put any eyes on there, but you get the idea. What it is with the thumbnail sketches is getting the idea, working out ideas as far as composition and design and other things. You can do that really quick. So it's like beginning with the end in mind again, starting out, what do I want it to look like? Part of planning, part of design, and knowing what you're aiming for. Right, that's what the warm-ups will be, because the warm-ups will be specific. You know what your focus is, what you're aiming for. Here we're just aiming for drawing and for fun. You can actually thicken up the body a little bit if we wanted to. And then the shading, okay, add a little more texture if we want to. A little bit of texture. There's texture on this rabbit. Silly rabbit. There's light coming here. There's light. You can see the light. If you're looking at really observing, there's light that's on that side that hits, and then it gets darker. There's some light, bouncing light right there, and it's darker on the inside. See, I'm shading. I'm looking at the shading. All this under here, if I want to go darker here, the cheeks. And then there's the whiskers. Whiskers, whiskers. Whiskers, whisk, sister. I'll put, I don't know how many we're going to put. I'll put 3. 3.5. 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is so AI. It's going to be so hard to tell in the future soon. Actually, even now, I think. Some of these. I'm going a little bit darker here, pushing that a little bit darker. So the eyes stand out a little bit more, a little more contrast. All right, let's get the ears and we'll call it done. We'll call this done. Done, done, done. What's that? Country band, something in done. All right, here we go. We're going small, we're going big, and then it goes small again. Right in there. So I'm looking at this shape, this point, right in there. Yeah, that's good enough. See, I'm getting that shape. There's one ear. Take a look at the other ear. Same thing. This one curves a little bit more. It curves a little bit more, but I see the spacing and how it fits in that circle, kind of like the other rabbit we did, but it's just one circle. So the proportions are different. The proportions on our other rabbit, the ears are bigger. See, the ears are bigger on our other rabbit. Proportions. How big something is compared to something else. And let's do the inside of these ears. Right in there. That's good enough. And then this one too. Yeah, there's like these little artifacts. I think this ear, like right in here, which makes me think it's AI. Yeah, which is ideogram. Ideogram. This would be something that ideogram would do. If you go to ideogram.com or I'm not sure what it is. It'll do it for you. If you don't know yet, yeah, I'm a big AI kind of not enthusiast, but yeah, I like what's happening. I know some artists are calling it cheating and stuff like that, but we can get ideas out there. We can use it as a tool. Yeah, so I don't know. It's got its pros and cons. But I think there's more pros than cons. Unless you're a pro in conning, copy, saying, hey, that's my work. No, it's not. Or, I don't know. You get conned. All right, I did a little bit of shading. You can work on the shading a little bit more if you want to, and a little play with all this little drawing here. There we go. There's our rabbit, and there's more eggs and texture and things if you want to look and try to observe and try to capture. But I think this is a good one. There's a floor back in here. I'll put it up a little higher. There's eggs and stuff, shadows and stuff I can just scribble in. Like say, okay, there's a shadow here. There's a grass. Depends on what your purpose is, what you're shooting for. That's not too shabby, I think. All right, something a little more challenging. Oh, let's go to ideogram. Then we'll call this a recording, a finished one. Let's see, share screen. Which one should we share? One, two. Let's go to two. Let's go to two. Let's see. Let's close that. Let's go to ideogram. Ideo. Ideogram.ai right there. Ideogram AI. Here it is. Let's see if we can get in real quick. Ideogram. Oh, there it is. Helping people become more creative. Continue with Google. Yeah, this is so awesome. Oh my gosh, that's an old account. That's not gonna work. School snooze sign and dismiss. No, let's go to, oh, here's our old or other accounts. All right, click next. Dun, 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 next. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I don't, oh gosh, verification. I guess it's been a while since I've used this. Let's go to my phone. I have it here. So luckily I just heard it ring. We can do this really quick. So it's a quick intro to AI for some of you. This is awesome. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, that's me. There it is. Two-step verification. Verified. I am here. Ideogram. Oh, look at these. Oh, look, somebody's already doing rabbits. All this stuff. You can just type stuff in and come up with stuff. Amazing. It does some text. Like here, your wings were ready. We were not. I know. Look at these cats. Cat coloring book. Oh, somebody making a cat coloring book. Yeah, you just type it in, and you can actually see what they use to type in if you click on it. And you see the prompt. The prompt is right here. It's a glass jar of poppies in multiple shades with buds and some open and semi-open flowers, set upon a modern still lifestyle with vibrant brushstrokes and vivid colors, blue and teal. See, it's all, look at that brushstrokes. You can see that. That would be awesome just to even paint this. It looks like a painting. It's insane. It's insane. So why should I learn how to draw? Because it helps you observe and actually create this. Yeah. So let's I don't know, let's describe something. What should we describe? Oh, we can actually describe something out of the ordinary. We did rabbits. How about oh, a giant rabbit? How about oh gosh, I hate to use that word. Giant overgrown. We'll do that. Overgrown rabbit. Rabbit on an Easter egg, on an egg. On an Easter egg, on an Easter egg. Let's see what comes up. See, here we go. So it's waiting to start. It's, oh, we got a 12-second wait here. Ah, 14 people. We're gonna get out to our next drawing. We're gonna do anime now. There we go. Ooh, these are black and white. That's interesting. I've never seen white. Why is it black and white? That's interesting. Oh, look at this. Oh, there is the color. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is scary. Yeah, wow, it just came up with that. That is scary. That was my prompt. A giant overgrown rabbit on an Easter egg. Whoa, that's so cool. In seconds. That could be like a cover for a magazine or artwork. This could be a cover for, yeah, a record. That's insane. Yeah, I don't know. Any other prompts? Throw it in the chat. No? All right. Somebody left. I don't like AI. This one looks so real. My gosh, look at that rabbit with the grass. Jeez, let me see. Giant overgrown Santa. See what happens. Santa Claus. Oh, Santa Clausen. I misspelled it. Let's see if it does it anyways. If it understands what I'm trying to say. Oh, there it is. It does it in black and white first. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. So the more creative you can get, look at that Santa Claus on an Easter egg. Look at those faces. Oh my gosh, that one's crazy. Wow, look at that. And there's a bunny down here. That's insane. Jeez. Ideogram.ai. All right, here we go. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Recording stop. I don't know. Here we go.